Avengers Endgame is directed by the Russo brothers and tells the story of what happens after Thanos snaps his fingers with the Infinity Gauntlet and wipes out half of the universe. This story also deals with how the remaining Avengers are coping with the loss of their friends. So first off, I would just like to apologize for having this review up so late. I had to see this film 3 different times in order to analyze how I felt about it and how I was going to grade it at the end of this review. And I think that by itself just speaks volumes about this film. It really does throw a lot at you, and it's a whole lot to process. So this is a hard film to review without spoiling it, but I'm going to try because I really do want to be respectful to those of you who have not seen this film. And you have to especially be careful when talking about something like this in terms of spoilers because, again, there is a lot thrown at you. So one thing I'll say about this film is that it is definitely the culmination of all 22 MCU films. So it really feels like a sequel to all of those while being a direct sequel to Infinity War. So one thing I gotta say is that this film definitely has the best action I've ever seen in an MCU film, and that's probably its biggest plus. On top of that, I did enjoy how much it really does connect everything from the MCU into this one movie. I think that they did that very successfully. All that being said, I do find that there is a small plot point in this film that I can't help but to notice minor inconsistencies in, or at least I still have questions about this in particular thing. I don't know that it will be explained later on because it's kind of one of those things you just have to roll with in the moment. But I won't say anything more about it. The performances across the board are fantastic. The standout here is definitely Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. I think that this is his best performance as Iron Man. Even some of the smaller performances were real standouts in this film. Don Cheadle did the best he ever had as War Machine, and the same thing with Karen Gillan as Nebula. Also, I gotta say, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man is actually the best he's ever been as Ant-Man. So one of my biggest criticisms on this film's predecessor, Infinity War, also directed by the Russo brothers, is that at times it kind of felt messy, but it was almost kind of an excusable mess, but I still just couldn't see past that. In this film, I felt like it was a lot more tight, and I did enjoy that quite a bit about it. What I'll say though is, despite the gripes I have with this film, the payoff at the end almost really does make up for all of that. It's also a very gorgeous looking movie. I'm not really surprised when an MCU film has really great cinematography involved. But my only other gripe outside of plot holes are really just some small little technical problems during certain action sequences. There was a couple of those that felt a little choppy. But this story is so emotionally satisfying. It's the most emotionally satisfying Marvel film that I've seen. But also, I do commend the Russo brothers for taking risks with this film, and it's a lot of the reason that I did have to see it 3 times, just to figure out how I truly felt about it. I knew I was satisfied the first time watching it, but again, there were certain plot holes and things that I really just had to try to wrap my head around, and a lot of them I was able to figure out, and then there were some others that I feel like still kind of got left behind, and I'm still kind of confused on certain things. But when it comes to having a good time with the Marvel film, this one delivers more than most. I really did enjoy this film quite a bit overall, and I was very, very surprised at how it delivered. It was almost like it was putting on a theatrical show, which is what it should be, and I really appreciated that about this film. Guys, I would like to give Avengers Endgame an A-. Thank you for tuning into this review, guys. Once again, I apologize that I had it up late. I did have to go see it 3 times to figure out how I really felt about it. But in the end, I came to love this film. I don't think it's my favorite movie in the MCU, but it's a really, really good time, and it really is a great culmination to all of the MCU films, and that's the thing I found so beautiful about this film. Guys, if you want to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, share this with your friends. I do appreciate all that. This has been my review of Avengers Endgame. I've been Don Martino once again, and thank you for watching.